Welcome to Get Roaring. I'm Rory. Fancy meeting you here. It's one of those mornings. Just can't keep up with time, you know. Here we are. All right. All right. Oh, we need some music going here. What am I doing with my life? There we go. What am I doing with my life? I have no idea. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, I got my Xbox controller. Hopefully the battery's okay. Okay, we might need to dip out just for a sec to get, well, not like leave, but just go over there and get some batteries at some point. We'll see. So what we need to do, I was just thinking about this, like, what does the owner want? And I'm reminded that the owner wants us to acquire a first round draft pick. So I was thinking about that, and maybe we should do a little flipperoo to see if we can pick one up. I mean, the other option is we wait till the trade deadline. I mean, we could do both. More first round picks are not going to hurt us, especially since there is a number of interesting players at the top of the draft. Where is that anyway? Draft stuff? Draft board. Draft class. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We have 3 of our custom players in the top 5. I don't think we can get all of them. I think maybe we can try and get one of them. But and Gavin McKenna is pretty good too. Being compared to Patrick Kane. Days is in there. They compared to Joe Thornton, but he has a C in physicality. Not sure what to say about that. Rorius is like Brian Leach. That's crazy. And who is Mel like? Sean Monahan. Interesting. She's a sniper. That's Mel again. Playstyle, let's do that. I think, well, let's scout Days as well. Playstyle, there we go. What does our draft board look like right now? Projected picks. Like high second rounders. 2 high second rounders, high-ish. And then one second rounder that's later on. Now, let's take a gander at well, what did we sign Marchand to? Just a sec. He has 2 years, right? So we have him for at least next year. He's probably going to decline. He has no clauses on him. Let's just see. Let's do just a find on that, and then see what we get back. Just for curiosity's sake. Marchand is definitely not our premier player at this point. That would be McMuffin and HB. So let's do no trades offered. Okay. So people are probably not going to take him without us eating salary, which I don't have a problem with, even for 2 years. So we'll see how that goes. I wish I could say in like my in my trade block, I'm willing to trade this guy and I'm willing to eat salary. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be awesome. I also wish I could have an incoming thing being like, I will take your garbage for picks, right? Because like they instituted that in I think it was like last year or the year before. I think it might have been 23. But it's really hard to find a garbage contract to take that they're willing to pay you a first round pick for. Like, I could do that, but it's hard to find it. Like, I don't know if we would look on the trade block. Like, this is our trade block, which is, you know, a bunch of dudes. But like, would they put him up on the block? I don't know. That is a haircut. All right. Draft picks from Boston. Buffalo wants to trade Stolars, Connor Dewar. Draft picks from Calgary, Carolina. Like, not much here. Maybe that's more of an off-season thing? I'm not sure. Because I'm guessing their trade value has to be in the tank. Also, teams don't tend to sign those like boat anchors as much anymore. Just doesn't happen. Like, to me, Tarasenko is probably like actually a rental. And he also has a 25 team no trade. There's just not Bobrovsky. Why is Bobrovsky up there? I think they're trying to get value for him, I guess. Darcy Kemper. Brendan Gallagher has value. Yeah, there's nobody that's like just terrible, right? That I can see anyway. Not on the block. Maybe it's people they actually believe they can get value for, as opposed to a horrible contract. Because I'm not seeing anything that's just bad. Maybe Burakovsky? Alright, let's see this. Let's see if we can do this. You know what? Actually, let's do Burakovsky. Hold on a second. Let's do a fine trade on Burakovsky and their first rounder and see what it comes back with. See if that's like actually a situation there. I think it was Seattle. Also, can we trade for Burakovsky? That's the other question. Does he have some kind of like deal or something? He does. He has a modified no trade. Okay. Let's add asset. And a first rounder. And we'll see what they offer. Not bad. Warren Fogle? Hey Cal, how's it going? Hold on, let me... So, my owner wants me to get a first round pick. That's one of, like, the owners... I don't know if it's this way in the other EA games, but the owners have goals for me over the year, and they want me to get a first round pick before the trade deadline. And instead of trying to rush it at the deadline, I'm seeing if I can do this. Now, what I'm doing here is... there was a situation, at least with the Toronto Maple Leafs, I guess it was maybe, could have been before COVID now, where they signed a player in his late 30s to a 3-year deal worth 6.25 per or something, which at the time, that was a reasonably significant cap hit, right? Like, we're talking probably like, I don't know, 8% of the cap, something like that. And the Leafs had to pay Carolina a first-round pick to take the contract. I think it had 2 years left or something, or maybe it was just a year even. But they needed the cap space, so they had to pay Carolina to take it. So, what I'm trying to see here is if I can get a first-round pick by taking on a bad contract. And this is not bad. So the Anaheim Ducks pick is probably a high second rounder. Or I can go for a goaltending prospect and Niles Höglander, who's like not going to be much. Or Warren Foegele, who has a reasonable cap hit, but could actually be replaceable by Burakovsky. He's a top 9 exact, so it's not like he's like a super mega great player, and he's also not like a long-term solution here. So it might actually be a not a bad switch. He's not doing great either. So let's take a look at Burakovsky. Burakovsky's a sniper. He doesn't fit on our team scheme, but he's willing to come to our team. He has a modified no trade clause with 10 teams on it. So if this garners us a first round pick, that's not too bad. I'm just gonna see what they're interested in. Got Foegele. Somebody else was asking for Barrett Hayton. Fogel's 29, Hayton's 25. I was doing a little poking around for a first rounder, and somebody was kind of interested in Barrett Hayton, but I'm not attached to Warren Foegele. Gaudreau is another option, but his cap hit's pretty reasonable. Like, we don't, both of them are not bad. I could try Gaudreau, but then I'm down a center. Oh, I got quite a few. I mean, I can make it work out. Gaudreau is my second line center now, I think. Because Gaudreau is 32 for 3 years at 2.1. I don't know. I'm definitely not hurting for our third line players, which I think was what Foegele is. I'd rather have Rasmussen, I'd rather have Mercer, I'd rather have Hayton. Newhook doesn't bother me much, but now we're talking about much lower in terms of value. Now, I am actually trading value, so it's not like I'm trading nothing. I mean, Burakovsky could play hockey. He just doesn't really fit our team very well. Yeah, let's go check. I think Foegele might be on the second or third. Fogel's on the third line right now. And we have Capo Caco, and we have Logan Couture. Like, We already have guys that I think we do that. I think we trade Fogle. I'm just kind of curious if we can do. Oh, we need a first round pick. So let me show you what I mean, so it makes sense. Owner goals. Okay, so in franchise mode, you have an owner, right? So there you can get fired. I've been fired before in this game because I didn't meet the owner's expectations, and then you have to go find another team essentially. But in the owner's goals, it shows their happiness. It shows. I didn't expect to get fired. It's in. So in my channel, you know how there's like the little preview video in a YouTube channel? I have the clip of that from when I was fired at least once. It's been more than once, I think. But I was actually legitimately surprised that it happened because I didn't think it was that bad. But I did like liquidate the team. So I think at the time I was operating how I wanted to, and the owner was like, nah, All right, so this is what the owner is expecting. The owner's happiness right now is still in the happiness range. It's declining a little bit. It's gone down from top end. You can see it's like trailing off a little off to the right. But on the left side, primary goals, I want us to acquire a first round pick of the upcoming draft. Evaluation date is the 28th of February. So I need to acquire it. Essentially, I think it's by the trade deadline. So instead of rushing it during the trade deadline, I'm kind of seeing what my options are. I've already upgraded the team store. That's easy to do at the start of the season. And he wants me to boost the chemistry, which is going to get a little bit knocked by me trading a player that's on the roster, right? But I do have a lot of players on the roster. Now, I can sort of see one of my favorite features that they introduced, and I'm sure it's in other games, is the find a trade feature. I use it all the time to sort of gauge what is worth what. But if I was to put up Fogle and I was just to do like a straight up, show me anything, right? Boston will give me a second and a fourth. Chicago will give me a carrier and a third and a fifth. Vancouver, second, a third, and Savoie. Mishak, a third and a fifth. So nobody is offering me a first for just him, including Seattle. So there must be they're paying up essentially. Like I'm getting a first round pick because I'm taking on Burakovsky, and which I can do because I got a lot of room in my salary cap, at least for the next 2 years. Plus I'd be dumping 3.5 out of Fogle, and I don't really care about Burakovsky. If he declines into nothingness, then who cares? You know, I can always send him down. So the way it works with the NHL salary cap is there's a minimum amount that is, I think it might be, there's a maximum value of an AHL. There's a maximum amount that is savable on the cap when you send a player down through waivers. So I think it's roughly $1 million. It's usually somewhere between in this game it might be around $1 million, maybe 950,000. So if I was to take Burakovsky at 5 point whatever it was, 3.5 or so on, and I was to send him down to the AHL, I would still be responsible for $4.5 million of his cap, 4.4, whatever it is. I would save about $1 million against the cap if I send him down to the AHL. So I have some way of dealing with it. The other option is I literally just throw him right back out there and try and trade him. So let's go back to find a trade, because I have a lot of players like Warren Fogle, and I'm not really worried about keeping him because I don't think he's a long-term player. So let's go. And yeah, exactly. Sometimes you can flip them. Sometimes people are like, no, that's toxic. So there's no interest whatsoever. And that's when you just play him or bury him. And this is why this kind of stuff is why I'm interested in franchise mode over like just playing the games and so on. I just play, like I have a league for the PWHL, the women's hockey. And it's not like there's no management of players or anything like that in terms of contracts or whatever. You just play the games. Like, that's the one I just play the game in. But in this one, I love the cap. I wish they made a franchise mode for the women, but I don't think there's enough interest in franchise mode at all, let alone for the PWHL, that they would spend the time to develop for it. This is the fact that they upgraded franchise mode after, like, I don't know, 3-4 years. They put in the coaching system 4 years ago, I think, or 3 or 4 years ago. But it doesn't make the money, you know? Yeah, and I'm not always big on, like, the depth of some stuff. But I like EA's balance of managing this stuff without going too crazy. Like, I don't play, like, Hockey Manager or anything like that. I like the fact that I can, you know, see what they're doing and so on if I want to go into a game or watch them, you know, if they're in a championship or something, you know. All right, so let's add Burakovsky. There's no trades available for him, just him. But if I put the first pick back up, let's try that. All right, so I had the second, Jasper Fass and Pospisil, which is not bad. Fass would be basically, we'd be giving them more money than they'd be taking, but it would be 1-year contracts, so they would expire at the end of this year. But we'd be sacrificing a high second round pick probably. Ivan Kovic could be a very good prospect, so maybe I want to save him for later, just in case. And Höglander is okay. 3 years at 3, you know, nothing crazy, nothing special. Fogel, 2 years at 3.5. Fogel's a better player than Höglander, but I already have a lot of Fogels and Höglanders. You know, I have Capocacco out and I have Couturier out. So Burakovsky, again, I don't care if he languishes on the 4th line or scratched or dumps him down to the AHL. I don't care. So I think we always do the can we squeak something out? So we always do the can we get a little bit extra kind of thing, you know? So you always pop in the 7th and 6th pick or something like that and see what their response is. Rejected, really make it worth it. Okay, settle down. By the 6th. That's getting closer. Maybe we can squeak the 7th out. I doubt it, but nope, can't squeak it. All right. We could maybe do an upgrade. What do they got? They don't want to trade. They don't want to trade seconds this year. What do they got next year? A 3rd? Maybe we can squeak out a 3rd for next year. To pop in a 5th in 2028. See how that works. Value's a bit low. Okay, we can. I think we can juice it a bit. I think we're okay because, like, we're getting a forward back for a forward, so we have somebody to fill the gap, and we have way too many of what Fogel is anyway. So right now Capocacco is out with injury, and so is Couturier. So we have 2 forwards that are coming back in the lineup that would take, you know, the spot. Couturier is going to be up in the top 2, which would push people down, and Capocacco could play exactly what Fogel's doing. So I'm not too worried about that. Burakovsky is like spare parts. So we're going to see if we can pop a 1st and a 3rd for a 5th and a 6th with Fogel and then Burakovsky going either way. I think it'll work. Thank you. All right. All right, now let's figure out what we're doing with these guys. That also helps me get some cap on the books in case I want to turn around and trade, let's say, Marchand or somebody like that at the deadline. Because Marchand has big salary, right? Like he's got a $10 million cap hit for this year and next year. But if I can trade him and I can hold, like, if I can, you can maintain up to 50% of the cap per year. So if I trade him at 5, I keep 5 for this year and next year, then we might be able to get some more assets out of it. So we'll see. He might not be too happy about it, but I don't care. We signed him because we needed salary. Burakovsky also helps us to basically keep above the cap floor, because you'll notice at the bottom there, it says that we have a minimum salary cap level and a maximum. So right now we're hitting at a team cap hit of 78.405 over the 70.5. That's the minimum. You can't trade below the minimum during the season, right? So you can go 10% over in the off season, but you can't go, and you can go below the floor. But during the season, you have to stay at least at the floor. So we wouldn't be able to make deals without salary on the books, and Burakovsky's okay for that. Given that, let's see if we can we can flip him and see if something comes of it, just for fun. Who we got scratched right now? We could put I think we put we move up. I think we move up Jasper Fast, and we put in Burakovsky for the moment. Like I said, we have people that can do that. Like, I'm not, and these are even the guys, like Blake Wheeler's in, Gaudreau is in, and we have Capo Kaku who's going to come back, and Logan Couture. So we already have guys that are going to push them out of the lineup essentially. So to me, it's not a big deal to get rid of guys like Vogel, who's like, you know, a couple of years on the deal, late 20s. Like, he wants to go and play for somebody else. I don't know if he wanted to go play for Seattle, but, you know, you got to negotiate your no trade. All right. That's also going to drive down my team morale, unless people didn't like Vogel, but, you know, say la vie. So let's. I doubt there's going to be any value with Burakovsky, but let's see. Is he way down here? He's way down here. Lavally? I don't even know. Okay, well, at least we know we can trade him for next to nothing. So I'm gonna hang on to him to see if we need him for cap, because like it doesn't really bother me that he's in the lineup. All right. Was this our grudge match for some reason? I think this is our grudge match. Yeah, it's a grudge match with New Jersey. All right, I don't know. I don't know what a grudge match with New Jersey means, but let's give it a shot. Why is Hamilton and New Jersey angry with one another? Like the Hammer Shore versus Jersey Shore? I don't know. Wheeler puts one in. That fourth line is clicking already. Maybe putting Burakovsky with Wheeler wasn't a bad idea. So 1-0 after 1. 16 shots for New Jersey. Gaudreau gets one on Markstrom. Good stuff. Nemec gets one back. Jasper Bratt gets one back. Power play goal. Timo Meier. It's 3-2. Well, we're kind of crumbling. Gaudreau gets one back, though. There you go. Power play? Nothing doing. All right. Third period, 3-3. They've already got 30 shots on. Goodness. That's a game's worth. Jasper Bratt puts one in. Okay, McLeod gets one in too. I think we may have lost this grudge match. Yep, we really lost this grudge match. Okay, guys, calm down. 7-3 is the final. It looked positive for a period of time, and then it did not anymore. Jasper Bratt with the Hattie and 1 assist, and then McLeod 2 goals, and Gaudreau, the only Ogre showing up in the 3 stars with a couple goals himself. Well, Gaudreau, good try. All right. Alright. So let's get some time in, unless we got another... We had to do our grudge match. We had to do our grudge match. We don't have any... Oh, we have the Leafs here. Let's go up to the Leafs, because there's the Leafs and then Ottawa. So we'll get a couple weeks in, and then we'll sim against the Leafs and Ottawa. Do our provincial rivals here. Fast is injured. Alright. Burakovsky actually play on the second. What does Barclay Goodrow do? Goodrow, not Goodrow. Those are two different guys. He plays better on the third, so we'll put Barclay on the third line. We're gonna have to bring somebody up. We'll put Riley here for a second. He's a defenseman, not gonna work out. Alright, put him on the third line. He's a grinder. Normally not a big fan of grinders. I don't really see that they do very well. But, you know, occasionally. Lucius does not need waivers, so I think he's coming up. That's the other thing, is when you bring players up and down between the AHL and the NHL, under certain circumstances they do not have to go through waivers, but otherwise they do. So in situations like this where we just need a player, it's better to bring up the player, and he fits skill wise, but it's better to bring up a player that's not going to have to go through waivers, and we may not, you know, lowers the chance of losing an asset. Unless you want to lose the asset, but usually if you want to lose the asset, nobody's going to take him. So, you know, that's the problem there. I was hating on face-offs. Actually, McMuffin's a little better, so we're going to switch those two. Is Rasmussen a right winger? Left winger. Okay, we're going to stick with that. We'll put McMuffin in the middle for now until Couturier is back. Kochikov has been injured. He's pretty injury prone. He's had a lot of problems. His durability was okay though, I thought. I don't know. Phoenix Copley's coming back up. How that goes. We'll put a Noonan in for now. Goalies. There we go. Put Phoenix Copley back in. There we go. Okay. The Lions. We'll do best lines for the Lions. Alright. What? Okay, it's like injured for a day? What is going on? Or more than one? Yeah, Jasper Fast came back too. Okay. That's what pushed us up there. But I don't want to. I don't want to put him in if he's still injured. Because like the computer tends to do that. Oh, he's okay. I guess Copley can go down then? Okay. Very strange. Okay. Goalies? But like, how is he? Is he okay or okay? That was odd. Maybe we had enough of a break that he was able to heal up. I don't know. We're definitely not in the middle of June. Rasmus Sandin is injured. Okay. Do we bump Romanov up? Or Bernard Docker? I think Bernard Docker goes up. Borgen or Risto on the second? Definitely Borgen. We'll put Mike Riley in. Morgan goes up. And Bernard Docker goes up there. Okay. How's Couturier looking? Sorry, Logan Couture. He looks healthy, so I guess he's going in. Okay. Gotta figure this out. Carlo is good. How is our scratch players? How's Capo Caco? Okay, hold on. Switch these two back. Was Goudreau better on the first line or the second line? I think he might have been better on the second. So we're gonna put Couture up here. And then we'll move Goudreau here. Barrett Hayton goes here. Newhook goes there. Although, does Hayton play wing? Yeah, okay, we'll put Newhook in the middle. Newhook plays wing too. Which one of you is better at face-offs? Newhook barely. Newhook will stay in the center. Lucius has played 3 games and done very low. Same with Burakovsky. Funny that. 2 assists. Okay, well, it's not nothing. Probably on those 2 goals. What do we do about Chaz? I don't know. Just scratch at the moment. Fast and Goodrow. Fast should go back in. It might be on this line. See, this is kind of what I meant earlier. We have like a lot of the same thing down here. Fast is a right winger. I guess we put Fast in. And we can send Lucius back down. Kako still has to come back too. Alright. That should do for the moment. Is that what I just handled? I gotta check though, because like you have a player sit out and I get all pissy. It's just Goodrow. Okay, we're good. We're Goodrow. Do we have more? We have Goodrow and Goodrow. Alright, Capo Caco is back. Rasmus Sandin is almost there. Capo Caco probably goes here. And I'm guessing Burakovsky gets the boot for the moment. Alright. Because if we ever make a trade where somebody... Like, Marchand is doing great. You know? He may garner something. I'm gonna check where this is, because I just wanted to go to the Leafs. Are we like there? I guess we're there. Okay. The Leafs are 28-14-1. We're 18-20-4. We are intensely mediocre right now. Which is kind of okay-ish as long as the owner's happy. The owner goals are at amazing. So which we haven't even got to the time, because it has to get to the 28th of February, and then the owner's like, yeah, you know, you did what I asked you to do. So we have to get to that deadline before that first pick even matters to what he thinks. But anyway, let's sim versus the Leafs, see what happens. Dawson Mercer scores one on Joseph Wall. All right, well, not a very exciting first period. Keep going. 1 goal for us, though. I'll take it every time. Well, unless they score like 3. Then I could use more. That's okay. Benning! What are you doing, bud? Benning puts one in on Kochkov. Alright. Third period, Matty Nyes puts one in. Power play for us, nothing doing. Power play for us again. Morgan Riley. Well, that's it. The Leafs beat us 3-1. We kind of, you know, did, like, Kochkov at least did his thing. Wall 31 stops, Kochkov 33. Matthew Nyes with 1 goal. Well then. We got Ottawa. Let's get closer to the deadline because I'd like to get there today. Alright, well, Sandin's back. Very good. That is good news for our defensive department. You did admirably. You did admirably. I don't know. I can't speak for some reason there. Your effort was admirable. Never mind. You did good. Oh, man. My life. We want Borgen in, I think. Alright, that looks good. Yeah, I didn't go to broadcasting school or anything, so you know. It's gonna come out like that sometimes. Oh, man. I don't know what's up with Dawson Mercer. How's he doing? He's doing okay. 14 goals, 23 assists. Right now, with this coaching staff, McMuffin is made for the second line. Don't want to mess with that too much. Rasmussen, same thing. Yeah. I guess Dawson Mercer's kind of our best option up there. Marchand is doing things. Capo Caco. See, that's the thing is, like, Capo Caco is a third line player, but on our team he fits the second line better. Barrett Hayton could play up in the lineup. That's okay. So I'm not particularly attached to most of the players, except for, like, Bolton and McMuffin. Because it... What? What? Why? Why? Okay. I don't know, man. Alright, nobody plays well on the third line. Burakovsky pretty much only plays well on the second line. So, we got two-way forward, we have a playmaker, and a two-way forward. I mean, they might actually be advantaged by having... Let's try them, who knows? Let's just try him. Why when you fill a roster spot, it can't fill 4-man power play line 2 automatically? I'll never understand, but... Anyway. First world problems. So, Ottawa is bad. 16, 23, and 4. We are also bad. 18, 22, and 5. So, this is anybody's game, really. Josh Norris puts one in on a Noonan. Okay. 1 goal for Ottawa, 16 shots. They kind of pelted us with shots. Not overly sure why Marchand wanted to come play for us, but I'm thankful he did. Couple power play opportunities, nothing doing. There you go, there he is. Scores on Sogard. Alright. Amadio scores on a Noonan. 2-1 Ottawa. Nate Schmidt puts one in. 3-1. Well, this kind of feels very similar to the Leafs game. Yep. Never mind. Norris puts in another. 4-1. Well, we got a goal. Got a goal. Sogard with 21 stops. He gets second star for 21 stops. Goodness. Goodness. Well, I suppose he did his job. So I can't really fault him for that one. Alright, how are we looking? Yeah, end of the month is... There's not really much in here that... There's Seattle. Play against Fogle. But there's not really much here, so I'm going to kind of see if I can zip ahead to like a week before. Because I'd really like to do the trade deadline today. That's what I put in the title! Alright. Take a look at the draft class. Oh, Rorius is a gem. What? Oh, it's going to be hard to get in there. Maybe if we can acquire what looks to be like a top 15 pick or so. A top 10 pick. Maybe we have an opportunity of bumping up again. I don't know. We'll go bargain bin hunting again and see what we can do. Well, Capo Caco's back. I would not be overly disturbed. Did Burakovsky actually gain value? Is he doing things? Did he do anything? No, he still has 2 assists, so he hasn't done anything. Never mind. Okay. I was hoping he would have been like heating up a little bit, then we just leave him in and see what goes on, but if it's just gonna be bad, then there's no reason. Basically, he's just salary for us. That's what he is. He's just keeping the cap propped up. Well, we are tumbling. Couture is hurt. Probably not good just before the deadline. But, you know, c'est la vie. Are any of you guys centers? Left wing, right wing? Right wing. Okay. So that means that Wheeler has to go up. Okay. Goodrow? 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 Not Goodrow. Goodrow. Put Wheeler here. New Hook. And Ryan Gaudreau. Not Goodrow. Gaudreau. Okay. Now that we got all that sorted out. What did we do for a contract for... Okay. 30 teams, no trade. Who agreed to that? He would be traded to the Bruins, the Blue Jackets, or stay on our team. Oh, man. What a time. All right. Just as we approach the deadline, a bunch of guys get hurt. Excellent. Actually. Burakovsky, now is your time. Now is your time. If you're going to do anything this season, it's now. Alright, let's reset the calendar here. Oh my goodness. They're dropping like flies. Oglander plays well in the second line, so we're going to just bump him up. We're out of forwards again. All right. We'll put Burakovsky on the wall. That's fine. Put Capo Caco in front. That works. Why is there an issue here? Strategies? Okay. Distributor. Marchand. Finisher. Let's go with Burakovsky. Should be fine. No, it's not fine. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Just need somebody. Doesn't have to be fancy. I'll put Barrett Hayton, why not? Just for fun. Capo Caco should not be on both. Why not Barclay Goodrow? Just for the fun of it. Put him right in front of the net there. Do some work. Was Hayden on the first line? No, okay. Bernard Docker, new hook, okay. Strategies. Mercer's the finisher. Puck carrier's Bernard Docker, that's fine. Maybe we make it Barrett Hayden? I'm good with that too. It's terrible power play, but that's okay. Okay. Back to where we were after like half our team gets injured. Oh! Well, multiple players are now nice and fresh and ready to go, are they? Nope, Barrett Hayton's kind of hurt. Scratched? McMuffin is still a little hurt. Logan Couture is good. So, we're going to do this. This is an easy solution, because we'll just bump out Blake Wheeler. New hook. Oh. Yeah, we'll put Blake Wheeler in. Wheeler is also huge, so I'm not really worried if he goes in front of the net on the power play. Big 6'5", 220-pound guy. McMuffins is still a little injured, so we're good to go. 7-2 loss. Okay. Oh man, that is a big boy. Blake Wheeler is a sizable human being. Is he actually done stuff? He's got 2 more assists. 2 more assists. Okay. What happened to Hoglander? He's like a 77. Team performance. Oh, he's pissy. Okay. Actually, we'll put Goodrow in. If you're gonna be pissy, you know, you're not gonna play. I think we're good. Actually, if you're gonna be pissy, you're gonna go. That's what it's gonna come down to. I have plenty of other mediocre players that could play in your stead. Do 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 do. Oh, he's getting told. Where is he? I think his stock is basically like hit the bottom. It has. His stock is in the tank. No trades. Oh gosh. Okay. We're gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have ourselves a conversation, because we can't trade him. And I'm not gonna play him if he's just gonna be pissy about it. Where are you, bud? He's right at the bottom. Let's discuss your on-ice tactics. I want to discuss your attitude, young man. Yeah, how about line 4? Interesting. Are you willing to all of a sudden snipe? Well, he's probably in the tank now. So. I think we send him down. If he's not going to play on our team, and he's going to be pissy about it, then I think we send him down. If by some miracle somebody takes him on waivers, which is not going to happen, then you know, say Louis, get him out of here. Take him. I should have traded him earlier in the season. I didn't know he would go this bad though. All right. We can bring up Soderblom, I guess, in his stead. There you go. He can play with Lucius and Pospisil down in the A, and he can figure his stuff out. We'll say it'll save a bit on the cap. He is a 3 million cap hit for 3 years, so I would like to pack his bags, but the problem is nobody wants him. I tried the fine trade, and there was no offers. Period. Nobody wants the guy. He's a boat anchor. So we're gonna send him down to the A. Let him simmer for a bit. Because, like, we have him for, I think it was 3 years of 3 mil. Again, it's the problem of one, the team is not doing great. And two, he was on a lower set of lines, and he got disenchanted with how the team is doing. A rebuilding team. Well, not a rebuilding team, like an expansion team. So, sometimes their morale really crushes them, right? And that's the case here. So, basically, maybe if we send him down and he starts scoring some points and feeling better about himself, maybe we might be able to eke out something in the off season. But now he's kind of lost. Without putting him higher in the lineup, because, like, really, I mean, he's not great. It's just okay. All right, I wanted to do a little bit of poking around again. I found on the trade block before, so let's browse the trade block and let's see if we can find another garbage player with a garbage contract that we can sort of see if we can leverage for our first rounder. DJ Oshie, not really. Not seeing anything here. Vancouver, not really. Ivan Provorov, I mean, it's kind of okay. Can we scout him? We got a week, so let's scout him before the trade deadline. Maybe we can flip. The Leafs, what do you got? Nothing crazy. Tampa, who we're about to face. Nothing there. Nothing very boat anchory here. A lot of one-year contracts. I don't know why, but Seattle's having a clearance sale. Orlov is too good. Liljegren is too good. Pedersen's too good. Tyson Berry's a minor boat anchor, but not really interested. Giroux is definitely not. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. I think we may have found the boat anchor. Alright. Let's do a quick another quick fine trade on Marchand. No trades found. Okay. I think his contract is probably the limiting factor. Like, if we do a proposed trade, this is the other way to go about it, is we do a propose and we'll see who's interested in Marchand. The Ducks are? Yeah, the Ducks are okay. Boston, no. Hurricanes, yes. We're looking at like good teams that want to pick them up though. Dallas is kind of middling. Dallas is kind of interesting. Let's do it to skaters matching. Well, you know, we'll do everybody, but eligible for trade. That's the other side. Oh man, Harley, that'd be nice. Official. They don't really want to trade much. What does their draft pick situation look like? Yeah, they're upgrading for go now mode, which is kind of weird. This is where the salary cap situation comes in. If we eat cap for like this year and next, let's say we eat 2.5. That should be enough for Dallas. Nope, still would be over. Even though this particular... Oh, it changed. Science. Let's try 4. Nope. It changed. Oh, they gotta work on those calculators. Okay, it's still a bit over. So if we took something back... oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Theater's matching block. Kind of not what I was hoping for. All skaters. Sort by age. I mean, Morgan Barron would probably do fine. Or something. Let's sort by overall. Kind of looking in this area, so maybe Barron is the idea. Just as a replacement, essentially. Also to take... we gotta take some salary, though. That's the tough part, is like, there's only so many players available, right? Like, Sam Steele wouldn't be terrible. Look at that stash. Sam Steele would not be terrible. That's a little more value. But we have to add something in. Could add in Seattle's 3rd round pick. What's up? Seems all right. Marchand has played fantastic this season. And Dallas is okay, but they could kind of go either way at 30, 25, and 4. Like, I'm not even sure they're a playoff team. So that's one option. They're buying... I don't know how this deal actually works. It's still, like, over their cap. I don't think it goes through, but we'll try. Yeah. I think with Sam Steele in the deal, it just doesn't work. Let's keep going. $31, 23, and 4. 28, 29, and 3. That I could deal with. Do they have a first rounder? They do. They have cap space. Obviously, we're making them better, but... Do we just go straight up? Hmm. Do we do skaters matching block? Nothing really of interest. Sort by overall for a sec. For some reason, Andre Palat would be willing to come to our team. "23 team no trade," so he probably wouldn't be going anywhere, but that's okay. What if we took him instead of the salary retention? Might need to take some salary retention. What if we did 2.5? Might even be able to do less. Let's try 1.5. But we can only hold on to so many of these, so we might as well make it worth our while. Let's go all the way. Let's just see if we can eke out more value out of it. Alright. I don't know if that is enough right now. Because, like, I think woefully insufficient. Okay. Woefully insufficient. What if we just did this straight up? Probably not sufficient. Woefully insufficient. Alright. How old is Palat again? He's 34. What if we just did straight up 1-for-1? Not looking for right now. You kind of are. I bet you if we do this. Nope. Probably got to be a pick they actually want. Let's throw in Seattle's from next year. And we'll take like a 4th and a 5th. Downgrade it. Does that work? Just the 4th? Just the 5th? That's tough. Maybe in a week's time they'll be willing to offer up the 1st rounder. Alright. Alright. Not going to do the grudge match. I am going to go ahead to the trade deadline then. Now, yeah, let's go ahead to the deadline. Oops. Let's just get there. We'll put Marchand on the block. We'll put Höglander on the block too. Not that anybody would want him, but oh, was he out? Oh, he was. Okay. Did Burakovsky do anything? Did he get another assist? Oh, he got a goal and an assist. All right. That's all right. All right. Put Burakovsky down here for now. We'll put him on the block as well. He did some things, you know. Mr. Bernard Docker. Oh, buddy. Put Risto up there, I guess. Actually, is Borgen getting a little Borden? Kinda doesn't matter. He's upset with team performance. A lot of people are upset with team performance. They don't like losing. I understand this. Alright. We're going to be a seller. I wish it just let me edit my trade block right there. Alright. Lake Wheeler's fine. Jasper Fast is fine. I really don't need those guys in there. We'll put Marchand up there. We'll put I'm gonna put Borgen on there because he's kind of pissy. Burakovsky's gonna go in there. Okay, we're gonna take Wheeler off because Wheeler's good like utility. Oh man. Oglander's like way down here. Okay. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Pix is fine. Pix is fine. Let's say forward 17 to 23. The Flyers traded Lawton for a bunch of stuff. Okay. All right. Let's go with defense. 23. And we'll go with forward first line. Blackhawks traded Carrier to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for Ice-Mount. Okay, well that makes sense. A lot of the guys we were seeing on the block are starting to go. Clause protected. Interesting. Available. Here's Marchand. We don't need to go out and get a first round pick because I already acquired one, but just doesn't hurt considering this draft, considering we have like 3 custom players available at the top. It'd be nice to get at least one of them, and we might need capital in order to get up that high, so. Let's see. Let's do a quick Marchand check. That's very not what I was looking for. Organ check. Not happening. Burakovsky check. Nothing. And of course, a Hoglander check. Yeah. Nobody wants to take our spare parts. What was that one? Trade summary? Tolvanen from Seattle for a second, our second, and then a third. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can probably piss about and maybe find something. Like, if I did propose trade... It's tough with Hoaglander's contract is literally a boat anchor now. So... Jake Bean and a third to Nashville in exchange for Novak and a fifth and Armiris? I don't know. For some reason the Jets want Burakovsky. What? For what? There's not much here. No, we're just gonna leave it. Oh. Yeah, exit trading, yes. What was that? What did the Penguins just do? Oh, Marcus Pettersson went to Edmonton. They probably should have done that in real life. Well, you know. We still have the opportunity for teams to be like, hey. Who were we talking to before there? Oops, want to do that? Was it Dallas? Oh, LA is doing something. Cody Ceci in a third rounder to the Oilers. Ceci goes back to the Oilers. Oh, goodness. Somebody I was surprised that they actually wanted him. Is it New Jersey? I think it was New Jersey. New Jersey. New Jersey's back to 500 though. They could take his whole salary. That's crazy. Second rounder, Kivi Haru. In exchange for a third, Smith and Fleury. Okay. Oh, now they would be over the maximum salary cap. Okay. But it says here they wouldn't be. I'm very confused. I think their cap calculations are two different things. Jersey trades a second and Gapter to exchange for Nemestikov. Okay, so they may not want. Oh, they still do. Okay. Ducks trade for Marino. Okay. Radish would be kind of nice. Well, that seems like a bit of a boat anchor, though. Would that work? Yeah, but you said another day, man. Like, be consistent. Let's try a fourth. Seattle's third. I don't know what the holdup is in this deal. We're taking like a lot of salary. It's two things they don't want to trade. Like, I understand that portion of it. Third and a fourth? Okay, if we can get in on this draft and it makes a difference, like a third round pick later on, it's not going to matter. We could just try this. Okay. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. So we're going to hold on to Burakovsky because now we need somebody to play up in the lineup. All right. Well, we've done the business I really wanted to do. I wish there was more boat anchor-ish stuff to take on, but there's not. So, but we have 3 first-round picks in this upcoming draft. So, acquiring Marchand in the first place was not with the hope of winning. It was with the hope of, you know, getting something for his value, which we did. I also don't know what he's going to be like next year because he is near the end of his career. So he could decline after the season like hard, and then we'd be stuck with 10 mil and we wouldn't be able to trade it. So if we can flip all these first round picks and stuff into something else, then that would be good. But I wish, again, I wish in the trading block I had the ability to say with wants, it's like I will take on salary, you know, to make things for picks kind of thing. Let's take another looky-loo around the league and see if there's like a older player kind of thing that people would want to get rid of. Pacioretty might have too much value. Lorne does not. Let's do that. Okay, just a sec. Let's see what they would do to take Killorn off their hands. Because Killorn could play. That's not what I wanted to do. Jasper fast. Okay, hold on. They don't consider that a boat anchor? Okay. They actually want value for that? Okay, so they don't see Killorn as, like, bad. In other words. What was the other deal they had, though? Yeah, Jasper Fast expires like next year. Or this year. So there's no reason to hold. There's no reason to take that salary for no reason. If they would pay me to take it. I guess they're not worried about it, in other words. Still eligible for trade. No use looking at people that don't matter. Osterley's not important. Here we go. Lindholm. We're running out of time, so I doubt I'm going to be able to find something in the time that we're looking for it. Do I have to sort for every team by age? I do? It's agitating. Garrot? Yeah, it's expiring, so it's not much there. Not seeing anything like egregious here, you know? That's us. Los Angeles? No. No. Ryan O'Reilly. Still has a little value though, so it can't be that bad. Probably not going to get anything done now. You trade for Brad Marchand anyway. Trade back for him at half cap anyway. I don't know. Now it's not looking like it. Well, there we go. All right, let's take a look at the summary of things that occurred. Nothing crazy there. Daniel Sprong gets traded once again in his life. Liljegren got traded to Nashville. That's something. We got the first round pick for Marchand. Sundqvist and Gustafsson. Okay. Nothing crazy. I think our deal was probably one of the bigger ones. Oh man, people. Okay. Not bad. Sure. Sure. Alright. We have to sort out our lineup now. It probably did best lines, honestly. Oh, it did! So good. So good. Alright. You know what? All right, Hoaglander, you have like 1 goal and 1 assist in 4 games for Moncton. Like, you're not destroying worlds here, buddy. I'm guessing he's just going to wallow in obscurity down there. Okay. Let's go with that. Fine. Soderblom, 6'8". Goodness. You're not that guy. That's right. Oh! My batteries! Okay. Just a second. We're almost there, too. I'm just going to switch controllers. Instead of finding batteries and whatnot. Alright. Soderblom, 6'8", 246 pounds. Body is huge. Alright. Who scratched? Dawson Mercer. What? Why? Why is Dawson Mercer scratched? I am just so confused. Eggs is on the first line now. That's okay. Let's do this. I guess Burakovsky is gonna stay down there. That's fine. There we go. Eggs plays right. Everybody plays right center. Everybody. Who can take a face off? Eggs can take the face off, so we're gonna do that. Okay. We'll put Bryson in over Riley. I think we're good to go there. Till Bernard Docker gets back. Okay. Well, we didn't get better, but we did get draft picks. All right. Let's take a look at the calendar. We got Beefalo. We'll take Beefalo next week. That works. Boss is happy. I'm happy. Hoaglander's pissy. Everything's fine. Let's set ticket prices. Make sure they're. We're gonna dial them down because we know we're not so hot. Let's do these down to 5. He's gonna go down there. He's gonna go down to 14.9. There we go. Parking. Let's make it a little more affordable. There we go. Game tickets are fine. Everybody's happy with those. Sessions are fine. Merchandise is fine. Okay. Marketing budget. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave it as is. Alright, Buffalo. Is it a grudge match? It should be a grudge match. It's not. It's the one that actually should be. But anyway. That or Toronto. One like those. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe there was fights in the game before. Who knows? We're going to sim the next game, though. It's against New Jersey. We want to see how we do against Marchand. Oops. Alright, crank her up to 8 times. Let's go! Versus Beefalo. Risto put one in. That was good. Way to go, Risto. It looks like a relatively even game against Buffalo, which I don't think is saying a whole lot. Well, you know. Mangiapane scores on Kochikov, tying it up at the end of 2. Third period, game tied. Power play, nothing happening. Buffalo gets one. We get one back. Just trading power plays. Trading not scoring on power plays. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright. Overtime. Little OT. A little shootout. Paige Thompson scores in the shootout. Kochikov, 35 stops. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, or UPL for short, 29 stops. And Mangiapane with a goal. Alright, let's do New Jersey. Let's see how we do against Brad Marchand and the New Jersey Devils. They are 31, 32, and 3. So they've not improved very much since acquiring Brad Marchand. Crank it up to 8 times. Let's see what happens. Power play for New Jersey. Brad Marchand gets a power play goal. He's like, you traded me to a barely, I don't even know if they're a contender. Against our backup goalie too. Well, you know. It'd be so good if we could beat them, but I'm not sure we can score goals. I think that's a problem for us. Andre Palat almost acquired him. He gets a goal as well. Second period, 3-0. 3-1, Dawson Mercer scores. Excellent. Power play for New Jersey. Power play for us. Didn't really edit it, so it's probably terrible. Time dwindles by in the second period. We're getting shots on, though. Third period, 3-1 New Jersey. In the return of Brad Marchand. Alex Newhook gets one. There's a little glimmer of hope. Glimmer is fading. Okay, the glimmer's gone. There's no glimmer. Glimmer denied. 3 stars. Markstrom, 27 stops. Dawson Mercer with a goal. And Andre Palat could have been a Hamilton Ogre as the 3rd star. Couldn't work it out. Couldn't work it out. Alright. Where are we in the calendar year? Do we have anything of interest coming up? We have the Leafs and Ottawa once again. And then it's pretty much it. So let's do those. And then let's see where we end up at the draft. And then we'll call her a day after that, I think. We're not going to do the draft today. That's going to be huge. Alright, Bernard Docker's ready. So I think we put him back in. Who's Bryson? Bryson's 28. Pretty good on the 3rd line. Morgan's okay. Alright. I think we put Risto back in. Well, what are we doing with Risto? Risto's around for another year, so... Let's take a quick looky-loo at the power play. What? What is happening here? Why is Burakovsky at the point? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Alright. Put Rasmus Sandin back there. Second power play. I don't know. I guess we put Carlo back there. I don't know. Very fits. Rasmus Sandin for some reason is on this line. Put Rasmussen there. Did we have eggs in front of the net? We did. Okay. You know what we're going to do, though? We're just going to dump Soderblom right in front of the net. That's what's happening there. Capo Caco is fine. I'm going to put him along the wall. And who is on the first line? Gaudreau? Let's put Couture back here. Distributor will be Couture, I think. Finisher will be Rasmussen. Puck carrier. Let's do Couture, I guess. That's fine. Distributor will do Sandin. Finisher will be Burakovsky. Puck carrier, also Sandin. Face off. There we go. We're gonna do that. All right, let's see over the course of the rest of the year if they do a thing. I don't know. Just for fun. Romanov's out. There we go. I'm just gonna pop. Is it Borgen? Just gonna pop Borgen right in there. Good enough for army work. Let's keep going. Take a look at the draft class. Still kind of what we expected. All right. Romanov's back. Pop him right in there. Nothing crazy at this point in the season. We're just running it out, really. All right. See how we do against the Leafers? They're 44, 26, and 3. Basically the opposite of us. McMuffin gets one on Joseph Wall. Perfect. Yarncrook gets one right back. Might actually return at some point soon. Barrett Hayton scores 2-1. Capo Caco scores 3-1. What is happening? What are you doing, Leafs? Wake up. I'm okay if they don't. I'm okay with beating them. Nick Robertson gets one back. 3-2. Willie puts one in. 3-3. Looks like our train has slowed. Burakovsky gets one, though. Way to go. Way to go, Burakovsky. Way to be a useful player. Let's continue. Well, nothing doing on the power play, though we still maintain the lead, which is nice. 5 minutes left. Time is dwindling for the Leafs. Well, in a game we should not have won, we won 4-3. Willie, 1-1. Burakovsky with 1 and Eggs with 1. Egbert Eggs McMuffin. What a guy. All right. What are the Leafs in terms of record? 45, 28, and 3. We're 31, 36, and 9. So we're not like the worst. Ottawa's pretty bad. They are actually the opposite of the Leafs. Watch this be the game that we lose after we beat the Leafs. Go figure. Power play for Ottawa. Nothing doing. Eggs puts one in on Marilinen. Power play for Ottawa. Again, nothing doing. End of the first. Power play still. No dice. Power play for us. Get some shots on, but that's about it. Not an exciting game, but then again, Brady Tkachuk gets one in. Dawson Mercer gives us a lead again. Scoring on Maryline. And Brady Tkachuk comes back with another. He was a monster for the U.S. All right, we're going to OT. Everybody gets a loser point. All right. Oh, Dawson Mercer with 49 seconds left. We get the extra point out of Ottawa. Dawson Mercer, 2 goals, 1 assist. Brady Tkachuk with 2, and a Noonan with 31 stops. Good stuff. Well, we eked one out of Ottawa, but they still got a point out of it. All right. That should do for the season. Let's see where things end up. Let's go. I want to see if New Jersey made the playoffs. Oh, we'll just replace them. Doesn't matter at this point. There's 3 games left. Just replace them. Somehow we won a game and then got a point in a shootout. Okay. All right. That's the end of our season. Let's just advance a day. Let's just get the playoffs fired up. How did Moncton do? Alright, NHL regular season's complete. AHL regular season's complete. Okay, so we didn't get our chemistry up. Not the end of the world. Hopefully. Could be. You never know. Looks like neither of our team made the playoffs. So no worries there. Let's take a look at some statistics and whatnot and see how things went. It looks like New Jersey did not make the playoffs. So that is good news for us. Neither did Seattle. Perfect. Excellent. That's what I want to see. I want to see the 2 teams that we traded first round picks from not make the playoffs. It's beautiful. Okay. But in the playoff bracket in the West, we have Vegas versus the Jets. We have the Avalanche versus the Canucks. The Ducks made it in versus the Oilers, and then Dallas against the Preds. The Leafs face the Hurricanes. Buffalo faces Detroit. The Subway Series in New York, perfectly. That admirable try. There you go. Anyway. And the Florida Series. So you got the Subway Series in New York and the Florida Series. That's a good first round. All right. Stats Central. Let's check it out. For our team, what ended up happening. Dawson Mercer, 26 goals, 64 points. Gaudreau, 64 points as well, 52 assists. Rasmussen, 49. But Eggs McMuffin, this is what I care about. 28 goals, 47 points for Eggs. Perfect. Was he? I'm assuming he was the team leader. He was. Okay. Excellent. That's good. Excellent, if you will. It was right there. But I don't really see anything else that sort of matters. That's fine. Most of these players are just kind of whatever. For our future, anyway. Goalies. Kochikov had a rough season. I'm not overly enthralled. If we were paying him more than $2 million, then might want to figure something out. But I don't think he's the goalie of the future just by the way he was playing. Noonan is a straight, like, to me, Kochetkov would be a good backup. But I don't know. He had too many injury problems. He did end up playing 51 games, so I suppose that's okay. All right, let's go back to all skaters. Let's look league wide. Entire league, okay. McDavid, 121 points. Goodness. 44 goals. Kucherov had 60 goals, 60 assists for 120 points. Draisaitl, 47 goals, 118. McKinnon, 56 goals, 114 points. Braden Point, 25 goals, 109. Jason Robertson, 48 goals, 108. Pasternak, 59 goals, 105 points. Zibanejad, 105. Wow, impressive. Ovechkin, 53 goals, 103 points at the age of 40. My goodness. He's destroyed Gretzky's record at this point. Barkov 101, Panarin 101. Was the 60 the highest goals? No! Austin Matthews, 64 goals, 98 points. Goodness. What a guy. What a guy. He has a 3 years left on his deal, full no move, 13.25. Interesting. But nobody is getting Austin Matthews out of there. Oh, there was Marchand was in there, I think. Just a second. Marchand had a good season. There's nothing wrong with him. Just there was no reason for us to hang on to an asset that would have got us. Brad Marchand ended up with 51 goals. That's pretty good. Although his New Jersey Devils didn't make the playoffs. Well, career stats, let's take a look. He had 13 goals with New Jersey in 19 games. He was on fire. 26 points in 19 games for New Jersey. He earned every penny of that trade for them. It was not his fault that they didn't make it. For us, he had 38 goals, 28 assists, and 66 points in 63 games. So again, can't fault him. He was shooting at like 20% with New Jersey, though. That's crazy. All right. All right. Let's see how the playoffs shake out. Let's see what our draft picks look like, and then we'll call her a day, I think. So we'll head up the Retired Players Day. See how the playoffs are doing, actually. All right, so the Leafs advanced. Detroit advanced. The Leafs are playing Detroit. New York made it past the Islanders, and Florida made it past Tampa. And we have the Avs versus Dallas, and then Edmonton against Vegas again. A little bit more. Go to the weekend. Oh, we have the conference final. We have the Avs versus... Oh, Toronto lost. Toronto lost. They are out. The defending Stanley Cup champion. So now we have the Avs versus the Knights. The Golden Knights. And then we have Florida versus Detroit. Where is Rage when you need him? I'm just not going to tell them that Detroit beat Toronto. That's... Well, they got eliminated anyway. It's Florida versus Vegas. It's Florida versus Vegas. Let's see how that goes. Vegas, Stanley Cup. They must have swept. The Vegas Golden Knights Stanley Cup champions and the San Jose Barracuda win the Calder in the AHL. We'll keep current ticket prices. Let's just take a look at the path to the Stanley Cup. And there we go. Okay. Then we'll take a look at the awards. All right. So Vegas won 4-1 against the Jets. They beat Edmonton in 7. That must have been a crazy series. They almost swept the Avalanche, and then they almost swept Florida as well. The Leafs did they got past the Hurricanes, but then they lost to Detroit 4-2. Detroit had beaten Buffalo in the first round. Okay with that. They beat the Leafs. Then they lose to Florida. Florida went through New York after going through Tampa. Tampa was a 7-game series too. I wonder if that could have basically been anybody. All right, awards for the year. Stanley Cup goes to Vegas, obviously. Connor McDavid wins the Art Ross and the Hart. Adam Fox gets the Norris for best defenseman. Lady Byng goes to Kucherov. The Calder, Brisson, I'm assuming, from Vegas. Jack Eichel gets the Conn Smythe. There you go. Way to go, Jack Eichel. Vesna goes to Blackwood. Jennings goes to Aiden Hill. Severson gets the Bill Masterton. Jack Adams goes to the coach of the Ducks, which makes sense. They had an amazing year. Selke goes to Miller. And Ted Lindsay goes to McDavid. And the Maurice Rocket Richard for the most goals goes to Austin Matthews. Good stuff. All right. So let's do the retired player day. We'll see our draft order. That's kind of the important thing here. Let's see what the draft order looks like. Utah gets the first overall pick. San Jose gets the second pick. Ottawa drops from first to third. We got 7th on our own pick. We get 10th with the New Jersey pick and 16th with Seattle. So maybe we can parlay the 7th and the 16th or the 7th and the 10th up to the top 5. Maybe. That's our hope. So we'll have to do it on draft day. So it's going to be tough, but we'll have to figure it out. All right. One last look at the draft class before we call her a day. If we want to try and get in for one of these two, it's going to be difficult because we got to do it fast. Other than that, we try and get in for days. I hope so. What I want to do and what happens are two different things often in this game. So hopefully we can get in for one of the vineyards. If not, then we'll go for days. McKenna is also not a terrible option, although I don't really like the A's and B's here. Versus, like, if we look at Mel, that's Gavin McKenna again. That's Gavin McKenna again. There you go. Okay. A pluses, A's and B's. And then, again, A's and B's with Rorius. And if we go down to days, we're looking at A's, B's. But a season physical, not too worried about that. Even if we go as far down as 6th. We don't know anything about the players down here. I think that's Joe Iginla. I thought that might be, I think it's Teach or something. His Jerome's son. Anyway. Anywho, I think we'll call it a day there. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Thanks for joining me for some NHL 25 franchise mode action. Management action. And we'll see you on the flip side next week. Be back same time, 10:30 Eastern in the morning on Saturday. Have yourselves a good one, folks. Talk to you later.